Now, I must say this, man. Look, man. Anybody who don't press the like button on this video, do you know what that means? That means that you jerk off to Sonny Kiss every time he twerks in the ring. I'm like, bro, that's some strange stuff, man. It's like, look, what does that have to do with me? So by your logic, you would rather get your rocks off watching Sonny Kiss twerk in the ring rather than just pressing a free like button on YouTube. To me, that's really weird. That's very strange, man. Why would you jack off to Sonny Kiss? That is weird, creepy. It's like, look, man, I'm not here to judge, but bro, dude, it's just wrestling. It's like, why are you jerking off to Sonny Kiss? Those are the people who don't press like button on my videos. People who co-sign jacking off to Sonny Kiss during his matches. Every time he twerks in the ring, man, that's strange. So, this video should be over 100 likes. Now, dude, I am excited about this news. I read an article that said that the WWF is interested in signing Hook. Man, that is some crazy, ironic news, right? It's funny. Every time somebody is booked like shit, Triple H wants to sign them. That sounds something like what Vince McMahon would do. Remember when Jericho was booked like shit under Bischoff? Once he signed with the WWF, Vince turned him to a star. That's what Vince does. When a company treats a mid-card guy like shit, Vince McMahon, he sees that and he takes notes. And he says, Bischoff, you didn't do shit with Chris Jericho. I'm going to prove you wrong. Vince McMahon always does that. He did it with Kevin Nash, Razor Ramon, etc. The list goes on and on of WCW rejects that Vince McMahon turned into Hall of Famers. That's what the WWF has always done. There's a huge pattern here. All the guys that Khan has dropped the ball on, who he has booked like shit, that's weird, huh? That Triple H wants to sign those guys. He don't give a fuck about Jack Perry, Sammy G, those guys. He cares about the guys that are being booked like shit. Listen, man, he has dropped the ball on Hook. It's like, man, will Hook ever get back his heat? Will Hook ever get back his momentum? Why is he being paired up with Jack Perry? He is a ball and chain. He is bringing down Hook. Listen, he's being booked like shit. Dude, I'm still mad. I'm still pissed off that Khan booked Jack Perry against Sonata for the World IWGP title. That should be illegal. It's like, wow, that is the agenda. That's like, wow, man. I'm telling you, man, that shit pays off to be friends with the Young Bucks. Seriously. Like I said, I think the Bucks are blackmailing Tony Khan, man. Because on what planet does Jack Perry deserve a shot at the IWGP World Heavyweight title when he's not a heavyweight? Make that make sense. He's not a heavyweight on paper. So why is he fighting for the IWGP World title and not Hook? It's like, bro, give me Hook. Why is Hook carrying Jack Perry's bags. Let that sink in. Hook has not lost. Hold on. What? Hook is undefeated. Past 2 years, he's undefeated. Okay, by that logic, Jack Perry has been losing matches. How the hell does he deserve to face Sonata and not Hook? Why is Hook in his corner? So Hook has to be a cheerleader for Jack Perry during that match? It's like, wow, that's wild. So I'm saying, Hook has been booked like shit to a point where Dom Guerrero looks better than Hook. Who would say that last year, right? Everybody was on Hook's nuts last year, but not this year. Hook has taken a back seat. He's on the decline at a young age. Listen, it's not Hook's fault that he's no longer over. It's like, man, last year, every time his song hit, the crowd popped. But it's like, dude, you can't keep doing that, right? As a booker, if you have a hot talent that the crowd likes, you can't do musical chairs with his booking where it's like, okay, he shows up this week, but dude, damn near 2 weeks, 4 weeks later, we don't see him. Bro, you can't do that with a young guy like that. He's a young guy. He still needs to prove himself, right? He's not done yet. He's still young. He still needs to prove himself to that audience. But, dog, you can't keep closing the door on him. It's like, man, you can't book him on this Wednesday, and then 4 weeks later, we don't see him? Dog, that's dumb if he's over. Why is Orange Cassidy getting more TV time than Hook? That makes no sense. What's that? The reason Hook is no longer over is because the audience don't know when we are going to see him. We don't know. Why should we be invested if we don't know when we will see him again? Right? So on this Wednesday, he fights Stokely, and then we don't see him for weeks. Like, what? Dog, you can't do that. You can't put Hook in a feud, then once that feud is over, we don't see him for a whole month. Like, bruh, that's dumb. He's not that over. He's not Brock Lesnar. We have to keep seeing him. Listen, Hook has not done anything to be part-time, right? And look, I don't think Hook wants to be part-time. That's the problem. That is a Tony Khan man problem. Why are you booking Hook as a mid-card guy that we don't see all that often? If he's over, he's more over than Jack Perry. So why is Jack Perry getting all the shine when the crowd don't fuck with him? All he is a theme song. It's like, dog, this booking has exposed Hook. Because since we don't see him, the crowd's like, maybe Hook is not that big of a deal. Maybe Khan don't see any money in him if we don't see him very often, right? You can't treat Hook like a mid-card guy. Like, you gotta make up your goddamn mind. Will he be a top guy or a mid-carder? It's like Khan treats him like a toy. Once Khan gets bored with him, we don't see him. Then Hook, he gets dusty like a toy. Right? You can't do that to him. He's too young. It's like he still needs time to grow for that audience. But I'm hearing that TAZZ wants Hook to go to the WWF. Dude, there's marks that says that's a lie, right? People are saying, why would TAZZ say that he wants Hook to go to a different company? Bruh, that's his son, idiot. He wants the best for his child, dumbass. Dude, if I see that my son is being booked like shit and he's way better than other guys being pushed more than him, yes, I want him to leave too. I don't care if I work there, bruh. Listen, Taz has friends for the WWF. So I don't care what you say. I do believe he wants his son in that company. Like, why not? Dude, Taz made a big name for that company. Taz will always have a heart for his old company. Always. So, yes, I do believe it. Dude, I don't care what you say. Raw is the big leagues. SmackDown is the big leagues. If you are his father, yes, you want your son to go there. It's like, okay, maybe Hook should treat all elite wrestling as a stepping stone. Because, dude, right now, I don't trust his booking under Khan. It's like, I don't trust it. Khan, he jerks off to OC. He jerks off to Wheeler Useless. He jerks off to Danny Garcia. All these boring guys. But Hook is over, but you don't use him. You use Wheeler Useless more than Hook. That's crazy. Like, honestly, I feel like Hook should be in the BBC club. They should kick out Wheeler and they should put in Hook. I feel like Hook should be in the BBC club. That's a better option. Dude, he should go to the WWF. I would love to see Hook down in NXT. I think Triple H, Shawn Michaels, they would treat Hook right. I think Hook has tons of upside, bruh. Tons of upside. Once he adds on more size, this dude will be a star. I love his style, right? He wrestles like his father. So yes, I do think Shawn Michaels wants Hook. Because Hook doesn't do any cruiserweight stuff. He don't do flips and dives and kicks. He is his father. That's who he reminds me of. So I do believe those reports that Taz does want his son in NXT. Why not? It's like, dude, how can you think that's a lie? Have you seen how the way Hook has been booked? Dude, Dominic is more over than Hook. Last year, was you saying that? No. That is Khan's fault. It's like, man, that pissed me off, man, when I seen these idiots saying, oh yeah, why would Taz say that? He works there. I'm like, bro, he's seeing his son barely getting TV time. Being a father comes first before being a fucking employee. It's like, dude, you marks are really showing why you don't have kids and why you should not have kids. Like, huh? Like, bruh, I don't give a fuck if I work for this company. If I see that Khan is not booking my son right, I want him to leave. Dude, Taz has front row seats to how the way his son has been booked. So yes, I believe Taz wants Hook in the WWF. Facts. It's like, man, you people don't have no kids, man. It's like, it's obvious. It's like, why would Taz lie? That's like saying Jim Ross does not want you to go to the WWF. It's like, of course he does. That's his home company. That's the fucking big leagues. He knows that's the bigger show. He wants the best for his son. Why wouldn't he want his son wrestling in front of millions of people against better talent? If he sees his son has no room to grow with Khan, it's like, bruh, he favors Sammy G. He favors Jack Perry, Wheeler, Garcia. All these goddamn jobbers he views better than Hook. So yes, if I'm Taz, I see that. Why does Wheeler... So, I do believe those reports that Shawn Michaels and Triple H, they both want Hook. I feel like Triple H will book Hook as the way he should be booked, as a badass who's booked on TV every week. And we see him every week growing and not being in catering, right? So, how would I book Hook? I would send him down to NXT and I would send him down there to dominate. I would give him the world title. I would make him beat Carmelo Hayes. I would make him beat Braun Breaker just to make a statement. If I was to book Hook, I would make Hook the face of NXT for like maybe 2 years. That's how I would book him. And I would make him undefeated for like 2 years just to prove a point. So yes, I do believe Taz wants Hook in NXT. That's obvious. Like, why wouldn't he? Like, are you dumb? But yes, I think Hook has tons of upside. It's just he might have to leave. Khan, he's not consistent. He values other jobbers more than Hook. That's obvious. On what planet? Why is OC being booked like Roman Reigns? Why is Wheeler Useless being booked like he's Braun Breaker? Seriously, that's wrong. So yes, I feel like Hook has a bright future. I think he's in the wrong company. It's like, shouldn't Hook be a pillar? Right? Why is Jack Perry a damn pillar? We should be seeing Hook versus Sonata at Forbidden Door. That's a better matchup. It's crazy that Hook is not on the card. See what I'm saying? If you are Taz, you are seeing that. You are seeing that your son is not being booked on pay-per-views. So yes, why would he want his son to leave, you idiots? Think as a parent. Think, people. When was the last time we saw Hook at a pay-per-view having a match? I'll wait. Taz sees that. So yes, we better believe these reports that Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they both want Hook on their rosters. I feel like Hook, I see Hook leaving. If his booking is not right for the next 2 years, he is gone. That's it, I'm done.